They say the night hides what daylight can't reveal. But what happens when trail cams capture the unexplainable? From strange animal behavior deep in the woods to chilling paranormal encounters, here are 60 terrifying night vision trail cam videos no one saw coming. What was supposed to be a quiet night in these grasslands suddenly gets interrupted after a trail camera captures this. Coyotes howling in groups can sound hauntingly human, their overlapping cries echoing through the night and creating a chilling, almost supernatural atmosphere in the dark. In this next encounter, we can see trail camera footage of a fox. Moments later, the video captures the animal doing something shocking. In times of scarcity, some foxes gnaw on bones not just for leftover marrow, but to supplement minerals they can't find elsewhere in their habitat. A simple trail cam reveals just how adaptive and unexpected animal behavior can truly be. Dead branches crack as a large animal slowly reveals itself from the shadow. What you are about to see is both terrifying and beautiful. Moose rut is the annual mating season when bulls become aggressive, fight rivals, and vocalize loudly to attract cows, usually peaking in early autumn. This explains the way this moose is acting in the video. After hearing strange noises at night, these campers decide to review the trail camera footage. What they see leaves them speechless. The strange creature can be seen creepily walking alone in the dark. It appears to be searching for something, making things even more dangerous. Unfortunately, what happens next remains unknown as the clip ends abruptly. This trail camera was set up to capture videos of small rodents. Unfortunately for the hunter, it captures something else instead. As if a moose chilling in front of your trail camera isn't shocking enough, what happens in these next few seconds will surprise you. Thankfully, these two giants decided to relax instead of fight. Boars often scavenge or graze at night to avoid predators and human activity. Their nocturnal behavior gives them a safer, quieter environment to forage for roots, insects, and small animals under the cover of darkness. Even in the wild, survival often depends on timing more than strength or speed. A hunter checks his trail camera footage. Expecting to see the usual, he is surprised to see this on the footage instead. Trail cameras sometimes capture brief glimpses of strange, unidentified animals. Figures that don't match any known species, sparking debate, curiosity, and speculation among viewers. One unexpected frame is all it takes to rewrite what we think we know. This dashcam footage shows a man recording his trip at night. Navigating the pitch-black road, he drives carefully, weary of animals coming from the wild nearby. Moments later it happens, but things get more terrifying than he initially thought. What begins as caution quickly turns into something far more chilling than wildlife. Imagine this. You wake up to check footage of the trail camera you set up at night. Upon checking the footage, you see this instead. Some trail cameras appear to capture animals resembling extinct or ancient species, leaving behind footage that challenges what we think we know about extinction. In this next video, we can hear a man start to panic as he notices something strange outside his house. A few seconds later, this happens.
Not human. And it goes back, it just went back. It dove back, it like...
You can hear the guy struggling to keep his cook, trying his best to remain calm while asking for help from authorities.
Something's gonna call me when you lay down at night.
Oh my god, there it is, Mike. It came back. Oh my gosh.
Unfortunately, the clip cuts short and what happens next remains unknown. What was supposed to be a routine inspection of trail camera footage suddenly becomes surprising after they see a strange sight in the footage. Occasionally, trail cameras record figures with humanoid shapes or glowing eyes, leading some to believe they've accidentally captured something not of this world. In this next encounter, men stop in their tracks and record after they come face to face with something that they can't even begin to recognize. A Nagual is believed to be a human with the ability to shapeshift into animals, often linked to ancient Mesoamerican spiritual traditions and folklore. Whether spirit, myth, or something in between, its presence leaves more questions than answers. What you are about to see in this encounter is extremely terrifying. It begins with CCTV footage of a dog, but suddenly this happens. Skinwalkers are figures from Navajo legend, said to be witches who can transform into animals and mimic voices to lure or deceive unsuspecting victims. Folklore, or something far more real, this moment blurs the line between myth and nightmare. This person is just trying to get home quickly when, out of nowhere, they spot something unusual. They immediately record and catch this on film. The elk can be seen being chased by a pack of wolves. The desperation from both the prey and the predator can be felt through the screen. Foxes scream to communicate during mating season or to establish territory. Their high-pitched, human-like cries echo through the night, creating a chilling sound that many mistake for something far more sinister. It's no wonder these eerie calls have sparked countless legends and unsettling late-night encounters. Trail cameras are often left recording for extended periods to capture wildlife activity, monitor animal behavior, or gather evidence of rare or elusive creatures. They provide a hands-off way to observe nature, especially in remote or hard-to-reach areas. Sometimes these cameras capture unexpected moments, revealing secrets of the wild that are rarely seen by human eyes. A couple record themselves hiking in a dense forest. As the night grows closer, they start to encounter strange things like this.
Do you see that?
The translucent creatures can be seen beginning to get aggressive with the hikers. They try to back away slowly, only for this to happen instead.
I don't like it. Okay, fuck. Go.
As the situation escalates, the hikers realize they're not just facing any creature, they're encountering something far more dangerous. What was supposed to be another night for this lady unexpectedly becomes terrifying after she notices something surprising on the ground below her.
Okay, so earlier we found something kind of weird. I don't know if you can see very well on this recording, but
She explains that they didn't see anything on the security cameras, making this encounter even more terrifying.
print, and it looks like a small child's shoe. I'm not sure if you can see it that well, but like it's indented.
Sadly, the cause of those footprints is still unknown. But what do you think? At night, wild boars, known as singhiali, become bolder, moving into quiet rural areas or outskirts of towns. Their sudden grunts and crashing movements often catch people off guard, turning a peaceful night walk into something far more unsettling. Their unexpected presence in the dark adds tension to the silence, making every shadow feel alive. This trucker's dashcam video shows him entering his driveway on his way to park. Unfortunately, he encounters this instead. Surprisingly, he doesn't see the creature at first. But what happens next proves that there's no ignoring these terrifying creatures. The headlights catch a figure crossing suddenly, unnatural, fast, and gone before he can react. The video begins with a man walking in a forest at night, with only his flashlight illuminating the area. His breath grows deeper as he feels a haunting presence. Despite this, he pushes through, swatting the branches out of the way. Moments later, he points the camera upwards only to see this. Unfortunately, what happens next is unknown as the clip ends abruptly. Some of the most compelling Sasquatch sightings come from thermal cameras, showing large heat signatures moving upright through dense forests. Too tall, too broad, and too fluid to explain away as any known animal easily. Whether fact or folklore, these thermal traces continue to challenge what we think we know. A man walks through the forest trying to navigate the sharp branches and dangerous terrain. Little does he know that the terrain will be the least of his worries. If in a similar situation, stay calm, avoid sudden movements, and don't approach. Quietly back away, observe from a distance, and document what you see without provoking or chasing it. What was supposed to be another normal night for these campers suddenly becomes their worst nightmare after they encounter this. Stories of little people, often called Nemerigar or Yunwitsunsti, describe small human-like beings living in forests or mountains, sometimes helpful, sometimes tricksters. Even today, strange encounters in remote wilderness areas keep these ancient legends alive and unsettling. After hearing strange noises outside their yard last night, a homeowner decided to check the footage on his security camera. Unfortunately, he was left with more questions than answers. Dogman is described as a large, bipedal creature with a canine head, often reported in wooded areas and associated with eerie or aggressive encounters. Due to a popular myth by the locals, this filmmaker decides to set up a camera near the forest in hopes of catching something paranormal. Little did he know that he was about to film would keep him awake for multiple nights. What started as a routine drive home after work unexpectedly turns upside down when this man sees something extremely creepy. In the forest stillness, glowing eyes flicker in the dark, most likely animals, yet their unnatural stillness hints at something far more sinister lurking nearby. Dogman rumors often circulate mysterious sightings of a humanoid creature with canine features, spotted in forests or rural areas. Descriptions vary, but many claim it's an unearthly predator, adding to the eerie mystery surrounding the creature. Hearing strange noises from the woods is enough to scare anybody away, but for this woman, investigating them is just another day. Venturing into the woods alone at night can be dangerous, with unpredictable wildlife, potential for getting lost, and an eerie sense of isolation. The following trail camera footage shows a deer munching on grass at night, but something seems to be off. White orbs in videos are often interpreted as paranormal, with some believing them to be spirits or energy manifestations, adding an eerie, unexplained element. Some remain skeptics, but what do you think? A large group of men head out into the woods after hearing a crash. A few minutes later, they encounter something terrifying. They continue heading deeper into the woods, and just as they thought things couldn't get any worse, they encounter this next. Sadly, the rest of the clip seems to be lost to time. A couple drives home after hearing loud noises during camping. While driving home, they unexpectedly find the source of the terrifying sound.
Yeah. That's like right here, right?
Some believe Bigfoot avoids humans, but stories of aggressive encounters suggest caution, especially in remote areas where something large might still roam.
Oh, look, right there, stop, back up.
I guess it's a good thing that they left, as it seems like they weren't welcome. These friends decided to go cave exploring at night. Little did they know this would become one of their biggest regrets.
Okay, Owen.
They maneuver the tight space as best as they can, but the strange creature behind them remains persistent.
Run. I am, I can't go. I'm burning my hand.
The video unfortunately cuts short, leaving us guessing what happened next. Truckers have reported eerie encounters with ghostly figures on dark, desolate roads. Some claim to see phantom hitchhikers, while others describe apparitions appearing suddenly, only to vanish. These stories, often shared between drivers, fuel the haunting legend of haunted highways. Ghostly figures on dark highways leave truckers wondering if they're truly alone at night. Skinwalkers, rooted in Native American folklore, are said to be shapeshifters capable of transforming into animals. These eerie beings are feared for their ability to mimic voices and deceive, leaving a chilling sense of dread among those who believe. Skinwalkers, shape-shifting beings from folklore, are feared for their ability to deceive and mimic voices. A group of men heads out into the wild looking for animals to hunt. Little do they know that they are the ones getting hunted. They continue exploring the wild, checking every corner and bush. A few minutes into the video later, this happens.
Apa itu?
Unfortunately, they weren't able to catch the mysterious and terrifying creature. This police dashcam footage shows a police officer driving at night when suddenly he is forced to swerve after seeing this. There are reports of drivers swerving or crashing after seeing ghostly figures or lights on roads, often leading to confusion or panic. A group of friends decides to enter an abandoned school while recording themselves. They record their journey through the building, hoping to capture some scary moments to show their classmates. Sadly, they would get more than what they came for. What starts as a typical adventure quickly escalates into a terrifying experience they never expected. This next video was taken on a live stream. Live streaming Bigfoot encounters is challenging to fake because everything happens in real time. Viewers can instantly scrutinize the footage, revealing inconsistencies or staged events. This pressure makes it harder for hoaxers to manipulate or fabricate the encounter without being caught. Two friends decide to investigate a strange noise they heard in a barn. They slowly enter the place, only for them to experience this. Undeterred, they continue heading deeper as the threatening sounds also louder. A few seconds later, this happens. A bunch of guys can be heard talking with each other while driving on a snowy road. Suddenly, they are forced to a stop after this. They try to process what they just saw, but it seems like there is no logical explanation for this incredibly terrifying encounter. Often described as pale, humanoid, and disturbingly thin, crawlers are creatures seen lurking in forests or near abandoned places. Their eerie movement and lack of features fuel claims of something unnatural, something that shouldn't exist but somehow does. This teenager is just riding his bike through the woods when suddenly, he is forced to stop after hearing strange noises. He decided to record his surroundings immediately, which proved to be the right decision after he captured this on film. A calm bike ride turns eerie as his camera captures something no one can explain. In the dead of night, the forest transforms into something primal. Wild animals roam with silent precision, their eyes glowing in the dark. It's a world guided by instinct, unseen by day, where danger watches quietly from the shadows. Nightfall unveils a hidden world where instinct rules and every shadow holds a secret. A man parked near the woods immediately starts to record after he notices something strange near a moose. The strange creature appears to be stalking its prey, the moose. It can be seen hesitating as if it knows that somebody's watching. Something out there is watching, and it knows it's being watched too. Multiple reports from Yosemite detail strange lights hovering silently, unnatural movements in the sky, and eerie encounters with figures in the distance, fueling ongoing claims that something unexplainable might be watching from deep within the park's remote wilderness. bunch of men gather in a cave after rumors of paranormal entities spread in the village. Upon entering, they didn't expect that this was about to happen next.
Allah. Ya Allah.
سكر 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 بسرعة بسرعة بسم الله.
Caves are isolated, dark, and naturally silent, perfect for strange echoes, disorienting visuals, and eerie feelings that often set the stage for unexplained phenomena. What started as another normal night for these locals suddenly becomes a scene from a horror movie after this happens.
¿Cuál es tu nombre?
The man can be seen confronting the terrifying creature, unafraid and unfazed by its terrifying laugh and threats.
Bájala, bájala de ahí, bájala de ahí. Ay, compa.
Whatever it is, it doesn't back down, and neither does he. Wild boars can be dangerous due to their aggressive nature, especially when threatened. People often record them at night to observe their behavior, track their movements for safety reasons, or study their impact on local ecosystems without disturbing them. This hiker stops in his tracks and pulls out his phone to record. Why? Well, you are about to find out in this terrifying clip. Unfortunately for him, the strange creature notices him filming nearby. What happens next is extremely horrifying. Sadly, we don't get to see how this ends as the clip cuts short. Security cameras sometimes capture strange creatures, often fueling mysterious stories. Whether it's an unknown animal or an unexplained shape, this footage snippet sparked curiosity, leaving us questioning what lurks just beyond our normal perception, especially in the dead of night. These fleeting glimpses remind us that the line between the known and unknown is thinner than we think. This man immediately gets out of his tent to record after he hears something strange outside. Watch this.
What the hell is that?
If you hear strange sounds while alone in the woods, stay calm and assess your surroundings. Avoid investigating immediately. Make noise to alert wildlife of your presence and secure your campsite. Some owls, with their intense wide-eyed stare and haunting silent flight, can appear truly terrifying. Their large round eyes and eerie hoots in the darkness make them seem otherworldly, adding to their unsettling presence in the night. Their presence in the night leaves us wondering if there's something more to their gaze. Paul Freeman's 1994 footage is often linked to the famous Patty footage, depicting what many believe to be Bigfoot. While some argue it's inconclusive, others view it as crucial evidence, with Freeman's perspective offering a potentially significant insight into the elusive creature's existence.
Oh, there he goes.
This man records himself hiking through the forest with a GoPro attached to his head. As he moves through the forest, he eventually catches something frightening on camera.
Oh, well. Yeah, did you see the big tree break over there? It's a good snap.
The eerie figure lurking just beyond his vision turns the peaceful hike into a chilling encounter. In Mexico, naguals are believed to be shape-shifting beings, often associated with indigenous folklore. They are said to possess the ability to transform into animals or take on human-animal hybrid forms. blending magic, spirituality, and mysticism in local traditions.
Se sabe qué fue lo que captó esta cámara ubicada en una zona rural. Los más escépticos dicen que se trata de algún tipo.
The beginning of the video shows a motorcyclist maneuvering through the woods with his motorbike. Upon encountering a split, this happens.
It just got really quiet really fast.
He immediately notices the threat and tries to leave, but as if things couldn't get any worse, this happens.